Your legs are trying to tell you something. That heaviness when you stand. The coldness that won't go away. The exhaustion after a simple walk. Most people dismiss these as normal aging, but they're actually early warnings of a circulation problem that will only get worse unless you act now. What if one simple, natural solution could help restore blood flow to your legs and give you back the mobility you thought was gone forever? Stay with me, because what you're about to discover could change how you move for the rest of your life. You've walked these same streets for decades, but lately, something has shifted. Your legs feel heavier by midday. Standing at the kitchen counter leaves them aching. That morning walk now requires more effort than it should. These aren't just random discomforts. They're your body sending a clear message about circulation. Your legs sit farthest from your heart, making them the first to suffer when blood flow weakens. Without adequate oxygen reaching the muscles, fatigue sets in quickly. Balance becomes shakier. Cold creeps into your feet even on warm days. This affects more than physical comfort. When you can't trust your legs, independence begins to slip away. You avoid stairs. You sit more and move less, which ironically makes circulation even worse. But aging doesn't have to mean declining. Your vascular system can be supported and restored, even now. Research confirms that specific nutritional approaches help rebuild healthier blood flow naturally. Today, we'll explore one straightforward method backed by science, designed for people who want their legs to feel capable again. Blood vessels aren't rigid pipes. They're dynamic tissues that expand and contract with every heartbeat. But as decades pass, they gradually stiffen, losing their ability to respond to your body's demands. The primary driver is nitric oxide, a molecule most people have never heard of, but absolutely depend on. It signals your arteries to relax and widen, allowing blood to flow freely. After age 40, nitric oxide production begins dropping. By some estimates, as much as 50% by age 60. As levels decline, arteries remain constricted. Blood flow slows, especially to the extremities. Studies using Doppler ultrasound have measured reduced blood velocity in older adults' legs, directly correlating with reported symptoms like cramping, coldness, and fatigue. The vessels are intact, but they're not opening wide enough to deliver what muscles require. What makes this frustrating is how gradual it feels. Endurance erodes bit by bit. You need more rest between activities. Recovery takes longer. Eventually, you avoid movement because it's uncomfortable. The damage compounds over time. Reduced circulation means less oxygen to muscles, which weakens them further. Weaker muscles demand less blood flow, so vessels adapt by narrowing more. It becomes a self-reinforcing cycle of decline. But here's the insight. This process is driven by chemistry, not inevitability. When nitric oxide levels drop, circulation suffers. When they're restored, circulation can improve, sometimes dramatically. The challenge isn't reversing aging itself. It's giving your body the specific building blocks it needs to produce this essential molecule again. That's where targeted nutrition comes in. Beetroot contains high concentrations of dietary nitrates, compounds your body converts into nitric oxide through a two-step process. First, bacteria in your mouth transform nitrates into nitrites. Then, in your stomach and bloodstream, nitrites become active nitric oxide that enters your vascular system. Clinical trials show that consuming beetroot juice increases circulating nitric oxide levels within hours. As nitric oxide rises, arteries dilate, vascular resistance drops, and blood flow to the legs improves measurably. Researchers have documented increased walking distance, reduced pain, and improved muscle oxygenation in older adults who consumed beetroot regularly. One study followed adults over 65 with mobility limitations. After 8 weeks of daily beetroot juice, participants showed significant improvements in leg strength, walking speed, and stamina. Follow-up imaging confirmed increased blood flow to the lower extremities. The results were steady, cumulative improvements in circulatory function. Research suggests approximately 250 to 300 milliliters of beetroot juice, roughly half a glass, provides enough dietary nitrate to meaningfully boost nitric oxide levels. This amount is safe for most people and can be consumed daily. Timing can enhance effectiveness. Taking beetroot juice 2 to 3 hours before physical activity allows nitric oxide levels to peak when your muscles need them most. Some prefer it in the morning to support circulation throughout the day. Taste is often a concern. Pure beetroot juice has an earthy, slightly sweet flavor. Mixing it with lemon juice, apple juice, or ginger improves palatability without interfering with nitrate content. The key is finding a preparation you'll stick with long-term. This isn't about perfection. You just need to give your vascular system the raw materials it's been missing consistently. Better blood flow doesn't announce itself dramatically. Instead, it shows up quietly, in moments you might not immediately connect to circulation. You stand up from a chair and realize your legs don't feel as stiff. You walk to the car without that familiar heaviness in your calves. Your feet, which used to stay cold for hours, warm up faster now. These small shifts accumulate into confidence that your body will cooperate when you need it to. Muscle endurance improves because oxygen delivery improves. When your legs receive adequate blood flow, they work longer before fatigue sets in. That might mean walking an extra block without needing rest. It might mean standing through a grandchild's recital without aching legs. It might mean getting through your day without constantly thinking about how tired your legs feel. Balance often improves too, though the mechanism is indirect. Better circulation means better proprioception, your nervous system's ability to sense where your limbs are in space. When muscles receive sufficient oxygen, they respond more quickly to balance corrections. Your gait becomes steadier. You feel less like you're compensating for unreliable legs. Some people notice temperature changes first. Chronically cold feet and lower legs are classic signs of poor circulation. As blood flow increases, skin temperature rises. That persistent chill fades. Your feet feel alive again instead of numb and distant. The psychological impact shouldn't be underestimated. When your legs feel weak, you start planning your life around their limitations. You decline invitations because you're unsure you can physically manage them. As circulation improves and your legs become more dependable, that mental burden lifts. You stop preemptively limiting yourself. These aren't imagined benefits. They're measurable consequences of improved oxygen delivery to tissues that have been running on a deficit. Beetroot juice is food, not medicine, but it still interacts with your body's chemistry in specific ways. Most people tolerate it without issues, but certain situations require caution. If you have low blood pressure, beetroot's circulation-boosting effects could lower it further, potentially causing dizziness or lightheadedness. Start with small amounts and monitor how you feel. If symptoms appear, discontinue use and consult your doctor. People with kidney disease or a history of kidney stones should approach beetroot cautiously. It contains oxalates, compounds that can contribute to stone formation in susceptible individuals. If you have kidney concerns, speak with a nephrologist before adding beetroot to your routine. Those taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin should be aware that beetroot contains vitamin K, which affects blood clotting. While the amounts in half a glass of juice are relatively small, consistency matters with these medications. Discuss any dietary changes with your prescribing physician. Beetroot can also cause harmless but startling changes in urine and stool color, turning them reddish or pink. This is called beeturia and affects about 10 to 15% of people. It's not dangerous, just your body excreting betulin pigments that weren't absorbed. But if you're not expecting it, it can cause unnecessary alarm. Finally, Beetroot juice is supportive nutrition, not a replacement for medical treatment. If you have diagnosed vascular disease, diabetes, or other conditions affecting circulation, continue following your doctor's treatment plan. Beetroot can complement medical care, but it doesn't substitute for it. When used appropriately, beetroot juice offers a low-risk way to support circulation. Just make sure it fits your individual health situation before beginning. There's a particular loss that comes when your body stops cooperating with your intentions. You want to take that walk, visit that friend, pick up your grandchild, but your legs remind you they're no longer as willing as your spirit. That loss doesn't have to be permanent. Circulation is fundamental to everything your body does. When blood flows freely, muscles work efficiently, and balance remains steady. When circulation falters, everything becomes harder. Your vascular system can still respond, still improve, if you give it what it needs. Beetroot juice offers a scientifically grounded way to restore nitric oxide production and rebuild blood flow to the legs. For many people, that translates into warmer feet, stronger muscles, and the confidence to move without hesitation. Independence matters. The ability to walk where you want, when you want, is worth protecting. Small, consistent actions, a half glass of juice each morning, can compound into meaningful change. Your legs have carried you through decades. They deserve support now, when they need it most. If this information resonated with you, don't let it end here. Subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based strategies to maintain strength, mobility, and independence as you age. Hit that notification bell so you never miss practical health insights that can transform your daily life. Share this video with someone whose legs could use support. Your parent, your friend, anyone who deserves to move with confidence again. Drop a comment below telling us, what will you try first? Let's build a community committed to aging with strength, not surrender.